My name is Ashley Staggs, and I'm giving my persuasive speech on crystal methamphetamine. I have 10 people in my audience. Over the past decade, drug addiction has soared throughout our country from the youth to the elderly. An estimated 12.8 million Americans reported using illegal drugs on a daily basis, and research shows that a third of all Americans have used illegal drugs at least once in their lives. Narcotics, cocaine, and crystal methamphetamine are some of the most used drugs in our country today. And today I want to talk to you about crystal methamphetamine. I want to explain to you what it is, who becomes addicted, why it is so addictive, and the harmful effects it can have on someone's body. According to the University of Michigan's Monitoring the Future survey, 5% of high school seniors reported using crystal meth at least once in their lives. And according to the 2000 National Household Survey on Drug Abuse, an estimated 8.8 million Americans reported using crystal meth at least once in their lives. As you can see in this picture, crystal meth is a colorless, odorless drug. Crystal meth can be smoked, snorted, or melted down and injected into the vein. Crystal meth has many street names, some of them being cream, chalk, speed, ice, and tina, just to name a few. Crystal meth is a highly dangerous drug that is on the rise, and the distribution of this drug is a growing problem because it can be easily made by mixing a cocktail of about 15 substances that are found under most people's kitchen sinks. When using crystal meth, some people use deadly toxins such as battery acid, rat poison, and motor oil. Crystal meth is a subcategory of amphetamines. Amphetamines are synthetic amines that is similar to the body's neurotransmitters norepinephrine and dopamine. Activation of these neurotransmitters are transmitted to all parts of the brain, causing the user to be aroused, alert, and hypertensive to stimuli such as sunlight. Crystal meth causes increased brain activity, decreased appetite, and a general sense of well-being that typically lasts 6 to 8 hours. So who becomes addicted to crystal meth, and why is it so addicting? Females usually become addicted to crystal meth because it causes extremely rapid weight loss. However, these effects are short-lived. After about 6 to 8 weeks of using crystal meth, weight loss tapers off and stops, but by then the user is already addicted. Some people use crystal meth because of the long-lasting high that it gives. Some people use it because they are depressed. Crystal meth causes numerous neurotransmitters to be released to the brain, giving the user a sense of euphoria. Crystal meth is also a stimulant that improves concentration, energy, alertness, and decreased appetite. It causes depression. As you can see in this slide, these are some side effects from using crystal meth. It causes weight loss, decreased appetite, fatigue, sleep disorders, erratic behavior, tremors and convulsions, involuntary body movements, and stroke. Chronic users of crystal meth experience brain damage, coma, stroke, and even death. Many people like to stereotype someone who uses crystal meth as someone who is trashy, poor, low class, or from a certain area or neighborhood. But I'm here to tell you today that the people who use crystal meth are people just like you and me. College students begin using crystal meth to stay awake and study at night. Doctors, lawyers, and others who work long hours use crystal meth to stay awake and work. No victim who takes crystal meth ever dreamed of being an addict. It usually starts out as something to do on the weekends or occasionally. But as time passes, more is needed for the same effect, and the user finds him or herself sliding down a slippery slope of diminishing return. The effects of crystal meth are similar to that of cocaine, but they are longer lasting. It causes meth mouth, which is where their teeth decay, rot, and crack. Another condition is formification. Formification is when the user feels the sensation of bugs crawling on the skin and they actually pick sores on their face, trying to pick off bugs that are not even there. The National Institute of Health did research on brain imaging studies that showed that chronic users' dopamine system had been changed in such a way as to seriously undermine their verbal learning and motor skills. This drug, Aspergin-01. As I finish this speech, I'm going to show you a brief video that was dedicated to a girl named Brianna who lost her life to crystal meth use. As you see the faces in this video, I want you to remember that these are people just like you. This is someone's children. It's someone's brother or sister. Some of these people even have children of their own. This drug, Aspergin-01. It does not respect age, profession, race, religion, or physical attribute. There are many reports of professionals such as doctors, lawyers, physicians, and others who have struggled with crystal meth addiction. People who use crystal meth usually live 5 to 7 years after starting the addiction. Chronic users do not even live that long. Our country has spent the past decade fighting a war on terror, when in reality we should be fighting the war on meth right here at home. This dangerous drug is plaguing the young, intelligent minds of our youth who are our future. So my purpose of this speech today is to persuade you to do something. If you know someone who you suspect is using crystal meth, I urge you to do something. Get in their face and let them know that they have a problem that is killing them. Let them know that there is help available. As I leave today, I'm going to leave you with a brief handout. In this handout, it will explain to you what crystal meth is, what it does to the body, why it is so addicting, and who becomes addicted. Also attached are some places of local counselors and rehabs if you know someone who is struggling with this addiction, so that you can get them help. Thank you for your time today.